Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody had a lovely day, and I hope everybody's ready to get into some charts. All right, so I do have one setup, one trade idea here to go over with you today that will be at the end of the video. But I will tell you, I do think this is the hottest setup in the market right now. So stay tuned for that. All right, starting off here with SPY, let's go over the factors that have changed today. All right, we did get a close back above the 200 MA. Yet in yesterday's video, I did outline that people like to get very bearish underneath the 200 MA, even though that is typically when you are going to see your long-term investors step in. Can you lose it slightly like we did over here? Yes. Slightly over here? Yes. You did have a longer, downtrend over there. But you just lost it slightly here. You lost it slightly here. You bounce right off of here. This is where your long-term investors are going to step in. It does not matter if you're slightly underneath it. This is exactly the spot where they plan on adding. The people who like to keep things extremely simple, not dollar cost averaging, they make their buys when it makes sense to make the buys. And that is at the 200 daily moving average. And that is what we spoke about yesterday. Today, we did see price get a close back above that. I will consider that bullish, but I will point out, we're going to step on over here to Goog. You might be wondering, what is this yellow line here? Well, Goog, guys, did end up breaking down a full ass 6%. I think it was down a total of 8% at a low. But what does this effectively do? All right, you had this low here, you had this high. This high now turns into a lower high, and now you go down there, you can have a lower low. So yeah, we're probably going to get a rebound. Maybe it doesn't happen tomorrow, but I am expecting a lower high over here in Goog, and maybe start cooling off and revisit the support all the way down here. That really is what we're paying attention to here. All right, that is going to be your strong support, but I will point out you will have this going on right here before that. Now, where is the low of that candlestick? Let's mark that on our chart right here. The low of that candlestick will be 128.19. So let's just mark that out and change that to a red level, 128.19 right there. And we are going to make this a red level right there. If you are new to the channel, just know all these red levels, these are your supports and resistances. The green levels, these are your gap fills. Notice how price reversed right off this green line. Well, that's because you filled the gap. That is when one side runs out the door and the other side runs in. That is where people like to take profit, either at support and resistance or gap fills or supply and demand zones. All right, guys, this is just things we will be paying attention to here on the channel, okay? But that is what I'm seeing over here on Goog. We can actually just take a look at that on extended hours, and you can see a big fat red bar, minus 6%. Well, peak to trough there, we're talking 8.1%. Now, we're going to come over to the other big boy that reported earnings today, and guess what? That is also where that yellow line is right there. So let's view it on the daily chart. How is this structure looking now? Well, you had this bull flag going on here. You had this flag type of action here, and boom, you did have some upside there. We could end up seeing some downside. We could see something literally like this. So pretend this is in after hours, and we have a big green bar here. So that would be the next leg up. Then we very much so can see something like that. They're really tight up in there, and maybe they go there, or we're going to break down. It's one or the other. But I do think we're probably going to retest this level right here around 338 to 340. Let's actually just take this right here. All right, so we're going to use a zone. This is what I really think is going to be retested. Yeah, right here. So 338.50 to 340. That is what I am watching for. If you do come back, I do expect buyers to step in there. If you lose that level, guys, that could start bringing the market down. Now, moving back over to the indices, I will point out SPY, like I said, closed above the 200 MA, but we're going to have to see what happened or how the market really reacts tomorrow. We're going to have to see what happened in the sentiment. All right, guys. So before the end of the day, we had that big old spike. Let's just go over to the 15-minute time frame. Take off extended hours because I don't do my charting with extended hours on. But as you see, you had this, tanking kind of action going on here, and I will point out right now, you have that, you have that, you have that. All right, now what do you also have on SPY? Well, you have the exact same thing. You can actually see it very clearly over here on the hourly time frame. What do we got going on? You have an inverse head and shoulders over here with a complex right shoulder, which just means you have two. All right, I would have liked to see something like that if that's gonna hold there, but we're gonna have to see how that goes. Regardless, guys, you have a complex inverse head and shoulders formation right here, or a complex head and shoulders bottom you got going on here. You might hear me refer to that as well. Guys, if I do sound a little, if my voice is a little raspy, that is because I've been working since 8:30 to 9. Guys, your boy sold in commissions, guys. What did we make today? What did we make? We made 600 to 700 bucks in commissions today. That is, I am, guys, I'm going to kill it. I'm just letting you guys know right now. I am extremely hyped. I will be selling over 6 figures within a year. That is my goal. So I am well on my way, guys. I'm going to hit that comma day. I'm going to get that award. A lot of people over there, you know, maybe it takes a little while. I'm going to do my damn best to hit that as quick as possible. All right. And today, if we just had sold like 2 more Androids, comma day. All right. Regardless, I am hyped. I am running off of absolutely no sleep. When I say absolutely no sleep, I'm talking half an hour last night. I had no sleep. Your boy could not sleep. So again, raspy voice. Now you know why. All right, long day. And guess what? That was off of no sleep. And we got to go and get and do it tomorrow. And it's going to be great. Except I am going to get sleep. Hopefully I have the best darn sleep tonight because I have been sleep deprived. I'm going to eat after this video. We're going to sleep. And we're going to kill it tomorrow. All right, so something I actually went out to the Discord today that I did play. Sorry Discord. I was not going to alert these weeklies. I'm sorry, it just wasn't going to happen. But Bitcoin was running, and I did end up giving you guys the trade idea, so I will point that out as well. Let me pull that up actually before I come over here. All right, so you do have, where is that? Yeah, so right over here, guys. All right. So SQ, this is a BTC player. Many likely don't know about. They hold BTC and should run with it. With BT up so much over key resistance, I think SQ goes for a ride. Just got a breakout with the gap from this falling wedge over 46.38. I think we see 47.54 pretty quick, and then after that, it squeezes. I still think this is an extremely bullish setup. I'm just pointing out. There's that. Now, will I play it again? Probably not. All right. These were the weeklies, and they panned out. All right. I ended up just buying off the open. I saw you broke out of this falling wedge, and I'm like, okay. Someone literally had a ticker request the other day, and then I saw Bitcoin. Let's look at this over here. Do you guys see this monster? All right, this monster. Someone actually left a comment saying Bitcoin's in key resistance, looking for downside or something. All I have to say to that, I'm just gonna point out, and not hating or anything on that comment. I'm just pointing out right now, guys. You just gotta go with what happens, okay, guys? You clear as day have a weekly move above this key resistance, and you have nothing until you come all the way up here to 37.5K. So yeah, you see this arrow right here? I do think that is how price is going to travel. That is my prediction right there. All right, guys, I'm looking for a break and retest off of this key level. Why? Because guess what? You may have broken above it. To validate this is not a bull trap, okay? It's not going to be a fake move. All right, we want to see price come back and secure this as support. If you can do it, that is when I say we're probably going to run very quick up to 37.5K. Let's actually take a look at Mar over here. And keep in mind, guys, these are not the trade ideas. I point out I have one hottest setup in the market. This is not it. All right. I'm just going to expose myself. It's AMD. We'll take a look at it right now because maybe you guys are like, Henry, show me. I got you. All right. Hammer candlestick right off the 200-day moving average. Where do we also, guys, we discussed this in the live stream actually. All right. Right here off your support. All right, literally right there. Do I have the magnet going on? Why is it doing that? I don't know. All right, but yeah, literally right here off the support. That is where, if I had to guess, I said we need to hold. Well, not guess. I said we need to have an equivalent high or equivalent low. Told you guys, tired. We need an equivalent low or we need a higher low. This was the last resort for that equivalent low. We also point out you have your 200 DMA right here. Well, guess what? Just like over here, you bounce and put in a hammer right there. Boom, bop, bing, boop, out. Guys, did we also have this trade idea and then get to ride that bad boy? Yes, we did. Did we also get this breakout right here and then get to ride that bad boy up? Yes, we did. We about to do it again. All right. I don't know. I might actually switch around into some AMD tomorrow. I am just letting you guys know. This honestly does look like the hottest setup in the market to me right now. And the video is also something, you know what? Just shout out to, let me just pull this back up. All right. I'm hyped, guys. You know, guys, everyone was getting super perma bear, but let's just take a look at what your boy Henry called out yesterday. All right, Nvidia, yes, it has a massive head and shoulders formation, but it also has fallen into support with decreasing volume, leading me to believe buyers are about to step in down here. Maybe it breaks down, but it probably gets at least a dead. That's supposed to have a serial dead cat bounce first. Guys, we had one heck of a dead cat bounce. You ended up, holy Jesus, I wish I, had attempted to play some weeklies over here. All right, guys, at open, guys, holy Jesus, just over here. I pointed out in yesterday's video, guys, we're talking like $200 to $800 today. Those contracts only went up. All right. Nvidia is looking like an absolute monster, right? And I'm just pointing it out right here. If we end up taking out this shoulder here and we come back into here, I'm probably going to say this is no longer head and shoulders formation. We're in a giant range, all right? And maybe we see something like that. I don't know. I think you definitely would find sellers in here if you take out this high right here. All right, let's just clean up our chart right there. Get back to AMD. I'm just pointing out Nvidia because guess what? Chip stocks are going a little crazy. And now that Nvidia has taken quite a beating here, all right, because, its China market share is now gone. You cannot have any of it. Guess what? AMD, I'm not saying AMD is getting any of that. I am just pointing out a lot of attention might be shifting from Nvidia to AMD. And now that AMD is having a hammer with lackluster volume. I'm actually going to point that out right now. I wish I saw that sooner. All right. But I will point out, all right, you had this one over here off of it was even lower volume. Lackluster volume going on over there as well. So you know what? Bullish candlestick right off of support, right off of 200 DMA. All right. You got the breakout. I wasn't expecting you to fully break down here and come back over here for a lower low or an equivalent low because you had this breakout from what have we been talking about, guys? 2 to 3 month consolidation right here, okay? We're probably going sky high here. It's just got to take some time to play out. Let's go over the weekly chart. This thing don't look bearish to me, all right? What I actually see right now on the daily chart, I forgot to bring this up, is you have an inverse head and shoulders formation going on right here. What is that yellow line, you may ask? That's your neckline. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right shoulder. Boom. Are we going to see something like this? Maybe you claim this as support. This supply turns into a demand zone up here. And then we end up seeing something like that. That is honestly like again, with the predictions, this is kind of exactly what I'm looking for. All right. That is a Henry's picture perfect scenario right there. That is my dream scenario. I think I'm probably going to do something with AMD tomorrow. All right. I think that's going to be fun. All right, guys. So now that we've went over the hottest setup on the market, let's get back over to the indices. Let's discuss what we can expect and what we can watch out for moving forward. SPY, we're actually going to take a look over here on ES. So I did point out that we had these fair value gaps yesterday. I told you guys we would start incorporating them into the analysis. Look at that. You filled it. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that out. Okay, we told you guys, market was going to very likely get at least a dead cat bounce and fix this imbalance, all right? You're going to have the market auctioning itself. Guess what? You had the first one filled. I still do think we're probably going to take a ride up here to the second one. I don't know if that's going to be the case. That is just a prediction right there. I do think that will be the case. Why? Because, things ain't looking too bad, and we just, sold off massively over here as people got very bearish. Now, we did have big tech earnings. Like we pointed out, Google and Microsoft, they kind of just cancel each other out. If you see one stay red and the other give back all its gains, that's going to drag down the market. All right, that is what we're paying attention to. Now we are in big tech earnings season right now. All right, well, we're in earnings season, and right now is the time of big tech. All right, so say it with me. Boom. All right. That was easy. I don't know why we hit that, but guess what, guys? We are literally today was easy. Today was so good, guys. It was amazing. All right. Also, it was great. It was so amazing. It was great. All right. Regardless, guys, I do think we're going to continue this bounce. We did close with 2 indecision candlesticks, so market is very clearly just waiting on these key earnings. All right. And now that those have gone out of the way, let's just check real quick. When are Apple and Amazon? All right. Because if those are down the line, we are good in the hood, man. Apple right there. We have Amazon over here. All right, guys, do I sound like I have no sleep in me? Because I don't even feel like it. You're really tired when you get those tired headaches, but you're wide awake. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. All right, I'm feeling like empty, but I'm also feeling energetic. But that's also because of what I told you guys earlier, right? I'm pretty hyped. Guys, I'm like, dude, I'm 5 shifts into this job, and I had that day. That's crazy. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. All right, regardless, guys, we have a hammer candlestick over here on Amazon. All right, you have earnings on Thursday. I think the market probably is going to move freely tomorrow, and I think that is probably going to be in the upward direction. Let's take a look over here on Mr. VIX. What do we got going on? We have another day of VIX crush. Did we say this was likely? Yes, we said this was likely. You had a triple bearish divergence. We warned you not to. We didn't warn you. We told you, do not short. That was it. I told you, do not short. I said risk reward is heavily not there. Why? Weekly and monthly, you were coming right over here. Now, I will, admit my fault here. I went long when risk reward was kind of skewed there. It was kind of right there in the middle because we were in consolidation. We had no idea which way this was going to break. And then boom, we started breaking it down. Now, once we started breaking it down from that consolidation underneath the support, that's when we knew we were probably going to go to the next support over here at 424 or 425.43, if I am remembering correctly, which is just going to be the high of that candlestick right there. All right, so we did end up going there. We broke the golden pocket. We said we're probably getting at least 100% retracement. And then guess what? We did. We opened down here and we went straight to 417. Where is that 417.62 level located? Boom. Weekly, monthly break and retest level. Now, what is the break and retest level off of? You can see it pretty clearly right here with these two candlesticks. Guys, these two candlesticks, these month candlesticks right here, they did not go anywhere. You see, you had that range, you had that range. All right, come over here, the weekly chart. You had 8 weeks of doing nothing here. And then guess what? You also got rejection here. So the fact that you had sellers stepping up here, and then you had the break and retest right here, I had to assume you're probably going to get buyers stepping in over here. Now, on top of that, ES is also in that falling wedge formation. And QQQ, we also said that would be aligning with your descending trendline support, which is just going to be the bottom of this massive bull flag. And then you're also going to have a demand zone / your support level over here at the low of this candlestick at 351.36. Again, don't short. You can short now. I told you guys we're either going to be getting a pop from here and it's going to go something like this. And then we're going to come down here. That was the likely scenario. Like it was either that or it's going to be this. All right. Well, I think I said this. All right. And I still think we're probably going to back this 429.88. That is the level right here that you broke and boom. That was all she wrote, and boom, you fell like $10, all right? So, more than $10, all right? You fell $13. I do think that is still going to be the case. I'm just pointing that one out. But honestly, guys, if you want to just sit on the sidelines for now, guess what? I won't blame you because you have this inverse head and shoulder. We pointed this out earlier in the video. Don't forget that one. But guess what? You have your neckline right here. It's very easy going into tomorrow. You break above this, you get a 15-minute, you get an hourly. Did we get any 15-minute closes? No, we didn't. Guys, watch the 15-minute time frame. You get a 15-minute close over here. Get bullish. You get an hourly close. That's your confirmation that, hey, yeah, you should have gotten bullish on the 15-minute. All right, but yeah, you avoided a close right there. You avoided a close right there. You avoided a close right there. And then, boom, you had intense selling going on over there. I think it's highly likely that we are going to break to the upside in a rather explosive manner if you can break out from this, okay? Now, the current time of this recording, SPY over here, 4:23. So you're not back at this neckline. So that is a little bit deceiving with the regular trading hours, but anything can happen in pre-market. Let me just point out what happened today. It was insane. Look at this. Look at that. Flat, boom. You died. Boom, you took off. All right. I think, if the market doesn't completely freak out about Goog dropping a bomb over there, then I think we could end up seeing a breakout. That is just what I think is going to be likely. If we do pull back, I think we're probably going to get that dip eaten. And then in the coming trading sessions, either Amazon brings us up to 429.88 or we go there beforehand. And that would be ideal. Your boy Henry would likely completely scale out of that position and all, SPY. And then guess what? We will sit on our hands and wait. All right, wait for that next sexy setup to present itself. But like I said, guys, AMD is looking really good. I really do think AMD is the hottest setup in the market right now. Best risk to reward out there right now, setup wise. All right. You have a candlestick to risk. You have a support to risk. You have your 200 MA to risk. All of these, factors of confluence here are kind of great when we're talking about a setup. All right. On top of that, you just broke out of this. What is this? 3 months? Let me just hang on. I don't want to false quote you guys here. All right. Do you see that? 4 months. I was completely wrong. 4 months of consolidation we've had going on here, guys. I think this thing very likely has not seen all the upside it's about to have. And I think we're probably going to go something like that. All right. All right, guys. So next ticker I will bring up is over here on Tesla. You did reclaim support. Calls above this support, you do have your RSI hinging on up here. And this is why I think we probably do continue to see some upside. All right. There are a lot of setups out there that are looking mighty fine. All right. What's going on over on Meta? Meta also has earnings tomorrow, right? So that could either tank the market or make it, go. And I will point out, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, what we could do is we could hit control and boom. All right, guys, so you do have a bull flag kind of formation going on, and you did bounce right off of your support here. That, as you see right here, this is where you had this big green, fat, dildo-looking candlestick going on here, and boom, you were off the races. You're just back testing that level right now. So things ain't looking too bad over here on Mr. Meta as well. All right, and lastly, why do I still think we are putting in a major low? All right. Not only is, the fear and greed index over here, all right, that's at 32. Not only did we, we're doing something like this. This is where you put major lows in. All right. When, guys, lows, bottoms are put in with, pessimism. Tops are put in with optimism. What happened over here? Everyone got extremely bullish as you came in supply on SPY, QQQ, IWM, DIA. All of them had the same exact thing going on. And people were extremely bullish up there. We were looking for that pullback. If we broke above there, we would have also been extremely bullish up there because you had nothing going on between there and there. Because one or the other was going to happen. And I'm just going to point something out right now before I go any further, which we're about to close out this video anyway. But let me just point this out before we close out this video. Cup, handle. We pointed this formation out before this pullback took place. All right. And where did we put the top of this cup before it even got there? Right here. We were looking for that pullback. Guys, all this is the pullback that we were looking for to form that handle. What is it in? It's in the form of a falling wedge. What happens when you do that and you break the high in like maybe coming, months? I have absolutely no idea. You're going to all-time highs. That's what's going to happen if you do something like that. Do I know that's going to happen? No, I don't know that's going to happen. That's just a prediction. Just like when we were up here, I was predicting we were probably going to form that handle. And now it looks pretty sexy, even on the monthly time frame. This is your handle. All right. Do you guys not see this cup and handle formation right here? All right. I know I've seen a few comments. Well, guess what? We were talking about it on this candlestick right here. And then we perked up into resistance. All right, guys. So that is all I'm going to leave you guys here with. And one more reminder here. VIX equals VIX crush when it looks like this. Hate on the RSI all you want. The RSI's got my back. Not only were we looking for a 2 VIX crush off of the 65 level in the RSI, but you also had a triple bearish divergence as SPY had a bullish divergence over here. And let's just take a gander. How did the October 2022 low look? You had that going on. Oh, what about that RSI? You had that going on. Well, what about now? You guys see a similar pattern here. A lot of these things get formed with divergences. We can point out another one right here. All right. All righty. You see how your RSI, over here, maybe it's not a divergence, but it looks pretty damn similar to what we just did over here by undercutting that low and coming right down to support. You didn't have support over here. You had straight weakness. Over here, I beg to differ. I think, no, buyers, if they're going to step in, it's going to be right here. All right, guys. Excusez-moi. With that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm looking for further upside, but again, you're going to need to wait. Just to sum up what we covered earlier in the video, you're going to need to wait for a breakout over this neckline of the inverse head and shoulders formation. Where is that neckline? Right here at 424.50-ish. All right. If you want to put a zone on it, do it with me right here. Boom, bop, bing, boop, pow. There you go. You're going to use this wick right here. 424.45. That's actually exact your neckline. You want to see a close above that. You have not been able to do it. Look at that, the high right here, 424.44. Rejection, baby, rejection. All right, look at that, nice smiley face. Let's just delete that. Let's delete that. You guys see what I see? It's a pretty weird one, but got a little nose here. All right, doesn't look like the best, but now what happens when we go like that? Oh, what happens when we put teeth in there? Whoa. And now, put a hat. See if we can, you know, guys, I used to draw graffiti when I was like in middle school. I also went through like a spray painting phase. That was a thing too. Not going to be good. All right. Don't think it will be. I think that chin. Not going to be good with this, but it's something. It's something. There we go. We're going to have a little mustache. No, I can't really. There we go. Boom. Now what are we going to do? A little neck in there. Oh yeah, guys. Look at what we're doing to close out this video. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What is this? Oh, do you guys guess what we're drawing right now? Look at that. Look at how happy this guy is, you know? Boom, boom, boom. All right. These eyes look so... We got to make this... Boom. Boom. He's angry. See, I told you guys I was tired. This is what happens when your boy Henry's tired, all right? All right, what are we going to do over here? There we go. Nice little skinny guy. No V-taper to be found here. Woo! You guys see this? Drawn in yours. There we go. Get a little belt buckle going in there. Ooh! A little dot right there. Oh, baby. You guys see this? Inverse head and shoulders going on in there? That's what that started at. All right, guys. With that being said, this guy is going to be laughing. He's getting the last laugh. With that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. All right, guys. I'm back. Look at that. Now he has legs. Now he has hands. Boom. All right. Peace.